welcome to another episode of the Gentleman's Panel. And of course, every Thursday we like to bring it to you live in color. But welcome to Cap Hill, none other than the place where I dwell. Hi, I am Captivating Christian. And let's get into introducing the rest of the gentlemen. We'll start with the youngest who thinks he's the youngest, but he's actually the oldest or close to it. Rebel Son.
Why do you make me want to curse at you sometimes? Why? What's going on? What's going
Nothing
on?
much, sir. Just chilling. Wouldn't be me if we didn't have that. So, what's going on with yourself?
Nothing. Just trying to, since I've gotten Kai, I've had to take up all my rugs in the house and they're put in closets until he's about 9 or 10 months.
Oh man.
So I've just been doing that. I spoke with an editor that I've known before that started to, he and I've had conversations about him editing my work that I've
Mhm.
started back doing as far as my writing. So
Cool,
yeah,
cool.
I've been working on the sci-fi fantasy novel for a while and I've had my writer's blocks and I stopped for periods of time. But right now I'm at a good place. So I'm just gonna just get, telescopic, vision.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And of course, the executive producer of this whole thing, Mr. Wilson.
Hey, what's going on? How's everybody doing?
How are you, sir? How you been?
Busy, very busy. We got a lot of people doing a lot of things.
Are they?
Oh
So, yeah, it's a lot going on.
yeah, a lot
And
going on.
somebody just rang my doorbell. Actually, who is this?
Oh my goodness!
Superior, it's different thing. Hey, you
What's
are.
up, Pain?
It's
Missy
the
Boots,
superstar.
aka
Mr. Boots.
It's the superstar in the building. Hey, what's going on, sir? How are you?
I'm good. I got a day off, so I have to come and chill with my guy. What's poppin'?
Okay. Well, it's nice to see you, of
It's
course.
very nice to see you.
yes, God.
Miss your presence, but we big up the show. We do a little critiquing
A
of the
little
show.
critiquing. I wrote it down.
And this Thursday ain't gonna be no different. But but anyway,
My. Okay. Okay, let me have it. Okay, 'cause a lot of people said I was on there making it up. Okay, like I don't do this every Thursday on a gentleman's panel. Okay, I didn't get
right.
nothing different on the show than y'all get right here at the gentleman's panel. Okay, and that's just on period. The same old official King Tang.
All right.
Periana, the period.
Of course. But all right. So we have so much to get into. We ain't even gonna really mess around. So let's just get right into it with the all right. So the first topic we're going to get into, of course, is far more what we do here is we like to enlighten, encourage, and inform and educate. So we're going to definitely get that, and then we'll get to the little messier stuff. But first, foremost, here's your first one.
African American men are much more likely to be diagnosed with prostate cancer than other men, yet sometimes their doctors don't tell them they need to be screened for this deadly cancer.
As he battles prostate cancer. His cancer might have been discovered a year earlier had a doctor not dissuaded him from getting screened.
I'd asked for a PSA test a year before, but it wasn't my primary doctor, and he had given me the message that I didn't want you to go through an unnecessary procedure.
The blood test is a prostate-specific antigen, or PSA test. He would find out he had fourth-stage prostate cancer.
When he got the difficult diagnosis, Floyd Gossett came here for treatment at the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance. And he was in for another shock, too.
I treat cancers of the urinary tract.
The physician who made Floyd Gossett feel safe is Dr. Yao Niame, one of just a handful of black urologists across the country. He is sounding the alarm about the danger black men face from prostate cancer that is not diagnosed early.
All right. So, this one was pretty deep. And thank you so much to Brother Nate who sent it to me. I was really like, wow, we need to really bring attention to this because, of course, with some of us getting to age. It's very important as Black folks, as Black men, to definitely take care of our health, and because health is wealth, believe it or not, and it's highly important. So, what was your thoughts on this whole article? I'll start with you, Jay Wilson.
Well, first of all, yeah, I am over 50, so I've had all of this done, and it's really serious. And I mean, I embrace being older,
Right.
But not only did I get my prostate testing done, but also my colonoscopy, which is very important because colorectal cancer is or colon cancer is really no joke either. And then I'll probably this year get my shingle shots. What people have to realize is they're pushing this stuff earlier. So if you're in your 40s, you might need to start looking into it, especially for Black people. We need to start looking at stuff. If they say 50, you may need to do it 5 years earlier. So I think it's important. You need to press your doctor. If you have insurance, get it. Most of this stuff is preventative medicine. And I think it's serious business. And here's this man now having to get all of this treatment for stage 4 prostate cancer. So I think it's extremely important to do. So if you're in your 40s or getting close, Rebel, y'all need to start doing this.
Cute. That was cute. That was cute.
It was very cute.
How about you, King? Your thoughts? I hear you. Oh, you froze. No.
Okay, we hear you. Can you wait? We can't hear you now, King. Girl, you all Hollywood and stuff. Is he muted? Oh Lord, I think you better go to Rebel because
okay, go ahead, Rebel.
Technical.
I agree. 25 years from now, when I have to take this test, I think it's good to be educated about it. And I do know that's like with Black women with mammograms.
Right.
African American women have a higher mortality rate than their white counterparts because it's diagnosed a lot of times later when it's advanced. I do think that the prostate, go have a colonoscopy. And I agree with Jay. You should do it earlier because we as Black people, Black men, have a higher tendency for some reason. I don't know if it's a genetic predisposition, but I think that we should definitely stay on top of that because I've had family members. I have a family member now that's dealing with prostate cancer. So it's something you look at your genetics, your family history, and all of that definitely plays a role. And just eat, the processed meats and stuff. Stop eating a lot of processed foods, the sausages and, a lot of stuff that's high in fat. It's a lot of this, the breakfast foods that we eat, just eat healthier, go get checked up, have all the tests performed. Don't just let these doctors tell you, you don't need this, you're healthy. No, I want you to run a broad spectrum of tests on me.
Right. Yeah, like you said,
pregnancy tests.
Not pregnancy tests, Lord. But definitely diet is very important. Even for those of us who don't want to cut out the pork or the whatever you enjoy, your beef ribs, pork ribs.
Babe, I love sausage.
Even that. It is good to definitely do a cleanse every now and then to definitely cleanse your system out because we intake a lot, but we don't take the time to cleanse our bodies. And a lot of times disease comes from unease in the body, of course. So definitely when we're shoving stuff in, we definitely have to make sure that we are cleaning our systems out.
Shoving stuff in to make sure you're getting it shoved down. Because a lot of people shove.
You said what?
A lot of people shove stuff in like that.
Well, I mean,
but you know what? There's nothing wrong with the process. I mean, it's nothing wrong with bacon and that stuff. But you got to get some natural stuff too. And I think a lot of those additives and
fruits and vegetables and raw fruits and vegetables and stuff like that are good too. And we need to start incorporating More
Make
of
sure
those
you eat
things
some
into our
bean
diet.
before you start doing all that raw stuff.
You said, what do I recommend?
No,
Like,
do beano and stuff.
you know what? No, I mean, I just recommend like definitely taking black seed oil is definitely good and it's good for you. It don't taste the greatest, but it is good. And again, when we start to take care of our systems, we will see the difference in our energy levels and our be able to
King Bang.
and all these things.
Hello, can you guys hear me now?
You just got some of them Texas LA camera people
And
working.
black seed oil also, not black seed.
Like what? What'd you say?
Use King Bang with those.
Oh my God, King Bang, you all you
Hey,
must
go
have some
ahead.
Texas LA camera people working your stuff. What's going on now?
You said what the camera people did?
What is
I
the
said you
vacuum
must
doing
got
back there?
some.
Do you got like a gopher back there? Or, I mean, what are they doing?
I mean, you must got some of them chasing LA camera people working that stuff, and you still keep on going on, bro.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Anyway.
Oh no. It's just me here by myself trying to get this stuff together. You guys can hear me now though, right?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, we can hear you now. So what do you think about that thing?
Oh, you know what? I think it's very important for men and women, especially us black people, you know what I'm saying, to take care of ourselves. And that includes getting, regular checkups, you know what I'm saying? You never know what's going on until you see what's going on. So it's always good to know what's going on, especially up in here. So yeah, I definitely think that you know what I'm saying. Go early to get the recommendation. They talk about wait till you 50. That's a little bit too old to be fighting off cancers and stuff. I mean, people do it and stuff, but it's better to catch these things early, and that's just on
Yeah,
period.
and that's the key. It's early preventive care, and that's what we want to make sure. So of course we know that um, a lot of people on this side of YouTube, what they like to call a sector, it's majority women. But you can tell your boyfriend, your husbands, about this test to get tested and to ask for this blood test, this particular test in the blood to therefore be screened for this type of cancer.
Yeah, some people got that high testosterone level might need to do that too. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
All right, so moving right along to our next stop. Here we go.
Organizers of the New York City Pride Parade are taking on those in uniform. The huge event set for next month is banning police and other law enforcement officers from marching in the annual parade until at least 2025. NBC Out Associate Editor Joe Yerkeba joins us now. Joe, why did the organizers decide to do this?
So NYC Pride organizers said in a statement that the sense of safety law enforcement is meant to provide can instead be threatening to Black LGBTQ people specifically. They disproportionately face police harassment and violence. One study found that 4 in 10 Black LGBTQ men reported that they'd faced police discrimination in the past year. So this is a decision that a lot of activists have been calling on NYC Pride to make for a long time.
All right. So after reading the article and of course viewing the snippet, what is your views on this? And I'll start with you, King, since you're reaching for the dust and you got a lot of dust.
Period. I want to see. I'm interested in seeing how this all goes down. If the police are going to show up, and if the police do show up, what they intend on doing. But yeah, I'm all for absolutely curiosity. I wish I could put a couple police officers out of work right now. Okay, and that's just on period. They don't need to come to none of the stuff. None of the things that I'm doing, okay, that's just so period. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it, okay?
Somebody said the cops are usually nicer on Pride Day. Interesting. How about your thoughts, Rebel?
I think we definitely need a police presence there. Because there'll be people that are still acting up. What about people that are coming there to just harass and do things to gay people? You know,
Yeah.
you're going to need law enforcement there. But also, with the restrictions being lifted up on, our protective wear on our mouths, I think that have a presence there, but don't be intimidating to the people that are there having a great time. But I think that we should have law enforcement there, not in the same amount of numbers as previously before. But if you're there and there are straight people there harassing you, you're going to want police there, because we've had pride parades here where there were groups of people that harassed gay people, and the police took, they were taken care of by the police, because there are people that are coming there and supporting their family members that aren't gay. And if you are gay, no one should be there harassing you. So we do need a police presence there.
See, my whole thing is,
Right.
okay, how come y'all want to come when we ain't called you, but when we call you, it got you all day to come? Why don't you just say where you at? Okay, just say where you at. Okay,
I mean, to an extent, I can agree with you, but at the same time, I think it has a lot to do with the participants of the Pride Parade that happen to be law enforcement officers. I think on the back end, they receive a lot of hate and discrimination and things of that nature, that they have decided that the police organization has decided to step out of the Pride situation. What's your thoughts, Jay Wilson?
Well, I need to clarify. I got to ask a clarifying question. Is it that we don't want the police to participate because they are part of the LGBTQ community and marching in the parade to represent, or is it that we don't want the police anywhere close near the parade? So I just want to get a clarifying. Yeah.
Well,
is it that they don't want the presence there, or they don't want them to march, or is it? I mean,
I'm thinking more of the lines of they don't want them to march. They don't want to have police officers participating in the LGBT project.
Okay, I just think at this particular point that they shouldn't, because again, there is in the LGBTQ community racism. So not only do we have to deal with racism as a people, but then we have to deal with them at the club. So if you have sagging pants or you wearing a hoodie, they want you out. So you have white men, even in the gay community, who are at the top of that hill. And they get to make these decisions. So I think it needs to be I think it needs to be a hiatus, and I think we need to even have a reckoning with that situation where what police have done in the LGBTQ community, and I just think we should just hold off on them for now.
Yeah, but like Nate's saying, I think due to the fever pitch right now with the police and everything that's going on, I think that the department is making the decision to step away, so there isn't any kind of incident that may happen that will then enrage the community again to, police brutality or anything like that.
Well, I think far as the community is concerned, I think that they need to reckon with that. Far as the business of policing, I think that they should be there but not enforced. And at most pride festivals, we're not doing crazy stuff anyhow. Okay, now you may have somebody sucking pain somewhere, but hey, but not to say that's right, but you ain't having a lot of robbing and stuff. You're not having a whole lot of stuff going on.
Well, I mean, that we know of.
I think it's about.
Right.
I think it's about control. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to defund the police, okay? And all of these movements and stuff, like if you've been out there at the marches and stuff, the police still show up, and then there is like it's like a exchange of power kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to go down this way, and the police like, no, y'all can't go this way. They go anyway and stuff like that. They're like, it's like a tug of war. Like, you know what I'm saying? They want to see if they can get them not to show up. Then, to them they're gonna feel like, okay, we won that one. Like, who really cares if the police show up
Well, I just think they need reform.
or not?
I think they need reform, and I think they need to
Right.
to reinvent and do something different, and then show up.
Right.
I don't think that is an appropriate time at this time because we just had a man shot in North Carolina, and they're saying that the police had the right to defend themselves.
Right.
I'm like, come on, we don't no, and I think for a group of people who can be racist, for them acknowledging that's a step, and I just think that it's a good step.
Well, I only say that the reason why, and to be very clear, the only reason why George Floyd case was heard in court and, all of that happened in court with George Floyd is because bystanders were able to record the carnage that was happening. If we were left it to just police cameras, we would have never known what happened with George Floyd's case. We would have just known that they apprehended him and he resisted, and this little clip that they would have shown us would have been fine, and we would have gone about our business. So I'm thinking that because there was no other bystander video to actually illustrate what was going on in this situation, they were able to utilize that and just use the body cams.
Yeah. I just think they should lay low, do your job, stay far away, but yet be able to protect the people, and then consider coming back next year when the images change and y'all got some cultural sensitivity. And I just don't think it's a good time right now. And I agree with those people who said I don't think it's a good idea this year. So my thoughts.
Yeah, sure, no problem. All right, so let's get into speaking of pride situation. So Pose had an episode that went something like this.
I have to tell the people I love that I love them. And there's some folks I gotta forget. What if I said I was here to see you?
I've missed you so much.
I have a son who refuses the word of God.
He chose the church over me when all I did was tell you my truth.
We fight.
I don't need your prayers. I need your love.
That episode, baby.
With this episode of Pose, now this is a two-part question. I want you guys to be prepared for this part. So with this and the episode of Pose that I'm hoping you all saw, and if you did not see, please see it. Basically, it talks a lot about being LGBT and like being in the church and kind of denying yourself to be in the church, and then you get to a point where just like, you suppress me so much, I gotta go someplace else to be myself. So I have to leave here. It was a lot of little trinkets there, but the reason that I brought the show up is because it also illustrated something else that is this, and we're gonna all tie this into one little bow for this part. And this is this young man who wore his Alpha Kappa Alpha insignia across his graduation with his suit, which happens to be pink in honor of the AKAs, and some heels. And now I've been told I'm judgmental, so I've been told I'm judgmental, but I'm just gonna say I'm not here for it. When you we don't always have to put ourselves and it's one thing to be respected, but it's a whole nother thing to kind of force something someone's through. And I just think that we can't play both sides. We cannot. Just like when you go to work, you dress accordingly. You know what I'm saying? You don't go to work dressing any type of way you feel like it because you already know you will get sent home. So I didn't understand the bit, but I will let you guys speak. Um, I'm not even gonna do it to you, King. You can save it. Jay Wilson, you can go.
Well, first of all, Pose was everything. That boy sang that song. Oh my God, it was just baby when they brought out Jackie and Aunt Viv. Okay, and when they brought out Enemy Reinforcement and he sung that song, I felt something right there. It's really interesting with that preacher. The whole show was great, and then for Billy Porter to actually come out and tell people about his status, I thought it was really deep. So the show was great on that end. Now let me tell you about that young man. First of all, he ain't had a job, and I don't know what his college dress code.
He's not at a job, but he's still representing.
I didn't finish. I was saying I didn't know what dress code that his college had, but if the college had a dress code where it was flexible, then it ain't none of our business. If it was at a black school, it may not have worked. But if it was at another school, then he had every right to wear what he wanted to wear. And at the end of the day, at least his toes was booed up. Okay, them jokers had French tips. And my thing is, again, if that's his expression, it's expression. And I talked about this earlier. So the Alpha Phi Alphas have a problem, and give him his money back and say, we don't need you, and give him his dues back, and let's see how that works. So my thing is, if that's his expression, let him express himself. And it doesn't matter at the end of the day, because if the school's policy is that he can wear it, then what's the big whoop of him wearing it? Did you see the tam he had on? That was no master's degree tam. That was a doctorate degree tam. So obviously it ain't bothering him. And my thing is, why can't he be who he want to be? Why is it triggering folk? Why is it triggering other people? And it goes back to the Billy Porter thing again. Let Billy be Billy. Why is it triggering people? It doesn't trigger me because this man has some expression, and if he suffers the consequence, maybe he already counted up the cause. I'm just saying. And then when do we start having control over colors? Okay, he wore a pink suit. What's the big deal?
My issue was not the pink suit. My issue was the heels.
Okay, so
but my issue was the heels. No, because it's like you know the protocol. You know when you went to the initial opening meeting, you know what the protocol was given.
So give him so my thing is take his membership.
No, because at this point, no, because at this point you gooped the kids. You set it up to where no.
What you gonna do about it? Take him to court.
Hello, this is Cap Hill. You set it up to where in which if they take his dues, if they take his paraphernalia, the alphas will be looked at as being discriminatory. Period. So you think
what's the problem? Are they not being discriminatory? Now, I haven't heard anything from the national office.
Did he show up? Did he show up to the rush or to the interest meeting?
What did the national office have to say about it? I don't hear too much
I don't
from
need
them.
to know what the national office.
You're not going to kick them out.
Listen,
you don't like it.
For sure. That man would have showed up.
And like I said on my vlogcast, you know what? Yeah, because I said on my vlogcast, if they start discriminating against him, then a lot of these white schools are going to say, well, do we want that kind of atmosphere? Because you're not promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion from being a group that's supposed to be inclusive. And this is what you do. So maybe we don't need you on our campus. And then if he did something wrong, take him to court. Take him to court. But you know you're not going to take the boy to court because you'll lose, regardless if it's a private or whether he signed in.
The only reason why they would lose is because if it happens to be a black
court.
Go ahead.
Court. What are we talking about court for? Ain't nobody talking about court. Let's be very, 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 very clear, okay? Miss Thing Thing put those heels on because she wanted attention, Okay,
Thank
and
you.
attention is what she got. Okay, when you put yourself out there, okay, like that, okay, you open yourself up to interpretation. Okay, you want to hear what the people was going to think, and let me tell you, come here, get in close, Miss Mamas. Okay, come here, girl, because you thought you cute or whatever. Okay, I'm here for the suit, but the shoes, okay, they're
No,
not giving. Okay?
no, they're
The
not.
whole outfit is not giving. There's a time and a place for everything. And you know what I'm saying? She didn't wear those heels when she was pledging, okay? She didn't wear those heels no other time
Thank
throughout
you.
her, you
Thank
know,
you.
educational journey. Why you choose this day, okay,
To
to
wear the
frolic
hell.
across the
But see,
grassy
it ain't no
field,
different.
okay,
But
and accept your diploma?
No. I'm
it
not.
ain't no different than you wearing that jacket in LA. So what the hell? So why can't he wear his
No,
heels?
it is a big
Why?
difference. It's a
Why
big
can't he
difference.
wear his heels?
It's a
Girl,
big difference.
No,
Because
ma'am.
he
Why can't he
can.
wear his
girl,
heels?
all
Because he
that
can.
does is
No,
prove that
ma'am.
the people do not do their
Girl,
research because
Thank
a
you.
simple Google search will give
But
you the
oh,
temperature
but see,
no.
that's
here
the
in
thing.
LA.
But
And
see,
that's
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 the
just on
thing.
okay.
Like
period.
That's
You
okay.
have
But at the
nothing
end
to
of the day,
explain as far
y'all
as the
agree.
winter coats.
All y'all want
but
to
just
know
like
is
Funky
talk.
Dineva said, this puts in danger a lot of the LGBT members that happen to be a part of these
Well, that's the
male and
organization's
feminine
problem.
organizations.
That's the
No, it's
organization's
not. No, it's
issue.
not.
It's
Because you
their
should
issue.
no,
It's
because
their
you should not
issue.
have to divulge that if you don't
It's that
choose to.
issue.
No,
Half of
no, no,
that,
no, no,
half
no.
of that fraternity
No,
gay
no,
anyhow. It's
no,
their
no,
issue.
no. I'm not even
It's their
buying it.
issue. I
I'm not
don't care.
even.
It's
You
their
can
issue.
save
I
that
guarantee
change.
you they ain't gonna kick him out. I
You can
guarantee
save that
you
change
he'll
for
keep his
somebody who's
letters.
homeless because that's somebody
I
that
guarantee you
there's
he'll keep
no
that
way,
in Sade. I
there's
guarantee
no
you he'll
way
keep.
you're gonna do that.
But
There's
we're
no
not gonna
way
keep it. They're
you're
not
gonna
gonna kick
sit
him
there and
out.
start be asking people now what's your sexual orientation to join a historically black
Well, that
fraternity and
goes to show
sorority.
you
Come on, that's
discriminatory
ridiculous.
practices in that group, and they already know they got gay men in there in the first place.
Yeah, okay, but it's a time and a place. It is a
Kick the
time and a
man out.
place.
Kick the man out. Kick him
It's
out if
a
he
time
did
and a
something
place.
wrong. Kick him out.
No, I think it was ridiculous. I think he
Kick
set
him
it up.
out.
I think he set it up to be just this, to put people on blast for no reason. I think
I'm
that's
glad he
no,
did it.
do
I'm
that.
glad he did it. Make him nervous. Make him nervous. I'm
Oh,
glad he did it. I'm
rather
glad
you
he did it.
rather you go ahead and get your pearls and your green if you think
I
you
am
can do
glad he
it.
did it.
You
It
go
doesn't matter.
ahead,
His
because you
gender is
just
male, but he is
know.
an alpha. There's nothing they
I
can do
think it's
about it. There's
unfortunate.
nothing. What are
I
they gonna
think
do?
it's
So what's the
unfortunate.
end
I
game?
think I
What's the end
think
game? What are they gonna
I
do
think
I
it
about
think
was dusty. I think it was
I
raggedy.
right.
I think his feet hurt in them heels. I think he was sweating in that suit. I think if he would have left his arms up, there would have been big puddles of water
Yeah,
and
wet.
musk and
It
stuff
would have been
underneath his arms
yellow.
because it has to be very hard to hold up yourself in
Yeah,
them heels
like
like that.
you
Okay, and
know,
that's just on period.
first of all, we
if
have to
Dr.
always keep it
858 with his
equal.
pink suit he got that degree. And that's all
No,
that really
we don't
matters.
always now see
At
it
any
ain't
rate,
about the degree, but he ain't got the job yet.
okay,
He ain't got the
okay.
job yet.
Just
Now
like
what could have
church,
messed him
just
up?
like
What
church
could have
people,
messed him up
just
is
like
that he
church
did
people.
all that,
It's okay
and
with
now
you
when
being
he
gay,
goes to
as long as
when
you
he
don't
goes
tell
to a
nobody.
CEO and
It's
they have
okay
to
with
be
you
an alpha,
being gay.
and they go, "Oh yeah, you gonna do with the heels? Yeah, we'll call you. Don't
Okay.
call us."
We okay with you
It's
being
all
gay.
messed
You
up.
don't say
I'm
nothing at the church. Shh,
I'm
you can
not.
play the piano and sing in the
I'm
choir,
not.
but just don't
I'm
say
not
you
doing it.
gay.
I'm not
Whatever.
doing it.
Just
I'm not
like
doing it.
church.
Not
I
doing it.
don't agree.
No,
Whatever.
no, no. Because
It is.
it's not even that. It's the simple fact that when he went into the interest meeting, exactly what it's called. Let's
Well, maybe his
when he
interest
went to the interest
changed.
meeting.
Maybe his interest changed.
No.
Maybe his
When he
interest
went
changed.
to the interest meeting, he was not dressed
Maybe
like
his
that.
interest
When he
changed.
went and when he was accepted to the rush, he did not dress like that.
Well,
So
maybe his interest
therefore,
changed.
you already knew what it was given.
Baby,
So
take his
when
membership. Take
Her.
his
He
membership.
already knew what it was
you know
giving,
what it was
Take
what it
his
is
given,
and what it
membership.
like. And
it's
them
not a
heels
dress.
was
You
not
know that.
giving.
Right.
Them
But
heels was not
you
giving.
can just forget
Them
that
heels was
part.
very much
Just
so giving him cramps
just
in
like
his
you say,
ankles.
Lil
Them
C,
heels was
just like
very much
you.
so
Like you
giving him
just
cramps in his
said, just
toes.
like
Okay,
you.
them
You
Tims was
directly
very, them
apply
heels was
that.
very much so
You
giving him cramps in his knees. Okay,
you
his
directly
knees was
apply
about to go
that.
out.
You sat there
Okay,
and
his
you
knees was
smiled at
about
the
to go
man
out.
and
It looked like he was
also
getting ready to tackle somebody, okay?
Run
Ah, he was all hung over in them heels. Looked like he was getting ready to
him his money back.
1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, like he's getting ready to
Run
play
him his money
football
back.
or something in the damn heel. Okay, can hardly hold
Run
himself
him his
up.
money back.
Okay, since we talking,
I agree with
okay,
I agree with y'all. Run him his money back.
okay.
I agree. Run him his money back. I agree.
He
Kick
was
him out.
giving me Mrs. Doubtfire.
Kick him out.
He's very much so giving me Mrs. Doubtfire. Okay,
Whatever
quit
is giving you, kick him
really.
out.
Okay, she didn't even try. You know what I'm saying? You can't just throw on the heels like that. You can't just
Whatever.
throw on the heels like that. It wasn't giving.
Okay, but run him
Okay,
his money
it
back.
wasn't
Just
giving.
run him his
It
money
was
back.
giving me
Whatever for
football
now. Give him
player.
his
It was
money
giving
back.
me Hunchback of Notre
Go
Dame.
ahead,
Okay,
It was
Rebel.
giving me
okay, great.
okay.
On that. What are your views? Go ahead.
Listen, I think he was free to express himself how he wanted to, but that's going to be problematic for him, which in a perfect world it shouldn't be. But I think he did it to get attention. And I think that he goofed them because I know when he was pledging, he didn't give them that same
Thank
visage. He was
you. That's all I'm saying.
so so I think that when they have any types of meetings with the brothers, he may be on the outs with them. He got his doctorate, as Jay was saying, but I do think that it's going to be problematic. You should be free to express who you are, but some organizations that you belong to, he know that is an African American organization, and it's going to be harder for him establishing connections, I think.
But you know what? I don't think he really cares. I think the man probably already has connections. And my thing is sometimes we think we need these things to have connections.
But definitely closed a lot of doors that would have been
Well,
open to him had he chose not to make such a statement. Okay,
He,
why go through the
he,
process
no,
to end with such a statement? Like it was like, oh, got him. It's like, oh, got him. You know what I'm saying? Like, why go through the whole process? You knew what it was when you was pledging.
you don't
You
know
ain't
what
wear those heels the entire time you was pledging. You decided to show up.
I can't.
Graduation,
You don't know what's going
pink
to do.
gown,
You don't know what that
chiffon heels
boy had to
that
graduate.
don't fit,
You don't know what that boy had to
clothes
Maybe he
overlapping,
don't care. Maybe he just doesn't care
clothes throwing up gang signs.
whatever. Maybe he don't care.
It wasn't giving.
At the end of the day, you just have these people who will do this, and you know you got gay men in there, so you don't ask them they gay. You can't do that.
We need to move on. You can say it for your personal.
Please. I've heard those fat brothers talk about these gay
We
boys.
need to move on. You can say it for your personal platform.
He did it. People mad. He don't care. And obviously, if he did it, he really don't care about it. And it doesn't matter because the thing is, he's going to do what he want to do.
Mute him. Mute him. Cut him off.
So now we're talking about T.I. and Tiny. So there have been two new allegations since this past week. One, that Nelly, the rapper known as Nelly, has been implicated in some of these rendezvous with a lot of these either underage women or strippers, allegedly. And also recently, like a couple hours or days, that there's been reported that T.I. stuck his toe or foot or toes into a woman's vajayjay. Now, what's your thoughts on that? I'll start with you, Rebel. Go ahead.
Listen, I think with money and power, some of these people they feel like they're untouchable. And these are allegations, so I don't know if they're guilty or innocent, but 14 women coming forward, there's something there. There's something there. And then I said, okay, listen, I'm a little adventuresome, but toes, honey, you may have athlete's foot in your cooch. I mean, Girl, Tenactin, you're gonna have to, that stuff burns, girl, if you're gonna put it on. And the thing is, so when I was looking at the article, I was watching it, I was like, so with Tiny, the drugs, and you get them relaxed, and then the girl says she woke up and her cooch was sore. So you don't know what the hell they could have, did to you while you were out. But I think that, it's going to be a lot of more people going forward. And Nelly, I feel there's going to be a lot of people in hip hop that's going to fall in its same, under the magnifying glass with what's going on. Because even in hip hop, it's always women are less than. In hip hop, you are nothing more than B's and H's to those rappers. So, and I don't like T.I. anyway, but we just have to see how this all plays out. That's my stance on it.
All right. King Payne with the face.
My. Now, I'm not going to say that I told y'all so, because I don't know if you guys remember when these allegations first came about. Y'all said, oh no, where the charges at? Where the charges at? Where the investigation at? It's just allegations. We don't know. I told y'all that I heard this my first time going to Atlanta from a girl in the club, okay, just randomly put us on about them, was just like telling us things, like I seen T.I. and Tiny at the club. I seen him at the club, girl. I got the picture somewhere. Let me find it. But I seen him at the club, and the girl was telling us all the tea. Didn't even ask her. That's how I knew it was real, was before it had even came out. It was before it had even came out, before any of y'all had even knew. I told y'all when it came out, I said there's something to it. Okay, there's something to it. Okay? And that's just on you. Rihanna to the period.
How about you, Jay Wilson?
You know what? At the end of the day, you know what? Maybe it's some truth to what Phaedra said, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh.
Okay.
Not Faye. All right, Rebel, what's your thought?
Well, as I said earlier, I think where there's smoke, there's fire. So I think that there are going to be more revelations, to be revealed. Just because it's too many people saying that something happened. It's just too many. I could see if it was 2 or 3, but 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a bit much. I mean, maybe they're all not, they haven't all been victims. They could have been willing participants, but some of those women, the drug allegations, I think that's a pretty strong allegation to make.
Right. No, I definitely agree. I think there is some, where there's smoke, there's fire, and somebody's burning.
Okay.
But I did watch Funky Dinevah's rendition of this, and it begs the question about friendship and kind of having someone's back. Do you continue to support your friends when more and more allegations of these things start to come out, and it's more and more people? Just your random thoughts. Yes, no. Anybody can go.
You said, would you support your friend with these? Listen, we witnessed this on YouTube. It's the same thing. I could be your friend, but I'm not going to support you. If you're doing crazy stuff, I'm going to take a step back and watch from a distance and let the cards lay where they may. I'm not going to insert myself. Because at the end of the day, you'll be looking like a fool because you've inserted yourself when you didn't know all the things that were going on.
Right.
Take note on YouTube as well. That's the same thing across the board.
Right.
And you know what? A good friend wouldn't want you to damage your reputation.
You know what?
place. They'll just stand in it. So why bring other people in it? Just go ahead and stand in it yourself.
A good friend, you would have already told the good friend that you did it and that it what actually went down. So the good friend would have already.
I would have to disagree. I would have to disagree, okay? Because I'll probably be out there looking foolish, okay? Probably like a Chicana a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because all of my friends know not to include me in no shit like that. And that's just so Puriana,
Not
okay? So if
necessarily.
the thing came out like that, I probably would have known nothing about it, okay? And that's just so weird. My
But it
friend,
was
girl,
still, but it,
please, don't accuse me of no, not me. And that's just so period. I don't know nothing.
but it would
Nothing,
damage.
okay?
But it,
I ain't even got a whip in the coochie, okay? That's just
but it
so
would
period.
damage
Not
your
like
brand.
that. I'm like, huh?
I think it
That,
would damage
yeah?
your brand a little bit.
No.
It would damage your brand a little bit. But moving right along, okay, we're gonna go to, of course, this segment where in which we talk about your show. So here we go. Here's the clips.
Why didn't I don't get it. How you gonna be a fashion icon and give us this? Let me tell you something. That makeup is struggling, okay? You're in the casket right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. Oh my God, this is the worst. And let me tell you something. I'm not trying to be mean, okay? I can definitely tell that you did not hire the MUAs you had on week 3, and that right now you're not taking advantage of Hershey Liqueur and asking her for any makeup tips.
Miss Think Thing got some kind of event going on today, and she invited me. And you know I could not miss it for anything in the
Addressed me at the table in Long Beach. You did say he.
Just because you got your ass done, you still get in.
There's no comparison. There's no comparison. And I got my
Y'all be quiet. Because this is the problem with y'all bitches. Nobody, shut up, everybody. Stop. Because that's the problem with y'all bitches. If nobody will listen, we will all do this for you. Nobody will fucking listen to what the next person is saying. Stop all that fucking trying to turn up shit. That shit is whack. Y'all bitches is pissing me off. Y'all need to cut that shit out.
Okay, so let's really, now that we got you here finally, okay, let's get into some things. First of all, let me say this before I even get started. Hershey Liqueur had shared the fact that he is HIV positive, and I thought that was a very touching part, but I didn't want to cut and snip his part because I thought that was very important. So please watch the show. How he shares that is very touching and important, and it needs to be watched. But moving forward past that, you coming in this situation, I think that personally, just my opinion, I think the Missy Elliott was on purpose. And not because he necessarily knew you was coming, but it was probably on loop just in case you happened to come in the door. It was playing for you. So yeah. But other than that, I'll ask everybody kind of sort of what were their thoughts. But personally, for me, King, I mean, I know you was already coming to kind of give it to him. And I think he was prepared to kind of do the same. But it just seemed like y'all always have been from day one like this. So I wasn't understanding. Would you like to go first or would you like to wait? Because it's on you. It's on you.
So what are we talking about here?
We are talking about the whole, that moment of the argument, because I know you can't give too much, but the whole kind of when you walked into the scene and the Missy Elliott music was playing and you felt some type of way about it, you felt that it was geared towards you. He's saying on his confessional that it was not. I'm saying personally, I think it was. It was probably just on loop waiting for you to come because they either knew you was going to be the first one to come or close to arrive.
Okay, on period, periodicity, period. First of all, shout out to Chasing Reality, Chasing Los Angeles. You guys make sure that you guys catch up on all the episodes. Okay, we took a break this week. That's why I'm here chilling with you guys. Okay, make sure you guys catch up on all the episodes. We'll be back next Thursday. Okay, and next Wednesday. Okay, shout out to Hershey, LaCourgette. Okay, I'm here. I'm gonna have her on my show. Okay, for an exclusive interview. So make sure that you guys are following me on YouTube at the official campaign. So the event. Okay, so I came to the event to have a good time. See, my idea of an event, see, I don't know what these girls have going on in their head, but when I get invited to a party, I'm not expecting to be greeted at the door. I'm expecting to, walk in, you know what I'm saying, check things out, you know what I'm saying, say hi, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. I'm not coming for no confrontation, you know what I'm saying. So I get there and I walk through the door, okay, and immediately um, I say confronted, some people say greeted, however you want to call it, okay. I'm greeted by Andre, and he's like, no shade, girl, no shade, girl, no shade. And you guys know when people say no shade, okay, 9 times out of 10, they being shady. And that's just on period. So he starts off by saying, I just want to apologize. Okay, but I noticed from the moment that I walked in that Missy Elliott, I Can't Stand the Rain, is playing. It's one of my favorite songs, by the way. I love Missy Elliott down. So the comparison was just like, okay, period. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But she intended it to be an insult, and that's when I took an offense to her. It wasn't until she made it clear that she wanted it to be an insult. You guys just have to be there. It's very strange. Okay, that bro, it's very strange. So she's trying to apologize to me with the music playing, and I'm just like, how are you trying to apologize to me with the same song playing that you used to insult me? Like, where do they do that at? And you expect me to believe that your apology is genuine and sincere. It's not genuine, it's not sincere, and I do not accept it. And that's just on period. Unless you can admit that you put this song on to be shady. She couldn't admit it. She's like, oh no, it's completely random, girl. It's completely random. There was no DJ there. There was no caterer. There was no bartender. There was no security guards. There
Was
was
it
nothing. You guys seen the decorations. She bought all that shit from the Dollar Tree. Okay? And she has the audacity to be trying to pick somebody out of that cheap ass, tiny ass little event space. I was like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was walking into a child's playroom. Like it was giving me very much so birthday
you did look very
party,
disturbing.
quinceañera. He had balloons, ice cream, and cake. I'm like, girl, what are you giving? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Can I ask?
I'd be over it when grown ups be out of, grown ups be out and you know what I'm saying? To be
Right.
going all out with getting all the
Can
balloons
I
and stuff. I don't
ask?
need none of that balloon, none of them balloons, okay?
Can I ask that if it was it a bring your own bottle? Because it seems that there was a lot of bottles on the tables with different varieties, but they were mostly brown. But like there was some Hennessy on some, there was some Jack.
So
Oh, can't hear you. Okay. Well, Jay Wilson, can you please give me your thoughts on
okay, hold on. Can you guys
okay,
see me?
okay, I
Can
can
you guys see me? Am I back?
go ahead, I can see you, I can hear you.
Okay, dang. People be calling and stuff. So so the liquor. Okay, so I'm a king. Okay. So when I walk into a situation that I know is not right, I'm not gonna drink.
Okay. speak. I don't know if I can.
Come on, man.
Okay, I
Okay,
can hear
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. People be calling and texting. That's crazy. You know, they should be following and watching. You know what I'm saying? In the comments, commenting, sharing and liking and subscribing. Okay, and that's just on period. This is a marathon, not a race. Make sure you guys are subscribed to Captivating Christian and all the other gentlemen on the panel. Okay,
right,
so when I go to parties and things or places, because if I still go, if there's somebody there I know they don't like me, bitch, I go because girl, ain't nobody gonna press me. Press me where? King
right,
can't press where? Not
right.
me. Okay. If you see in the video, she wasn't. I wasn't pressing her. She's like, leave, leave, girl. Where? Girl, put me out. I ain't going nowhere. I'm not worried about you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like the apology wasn't genuine, so I wasn't there for it. The liquor was cheap. Okay, that's where we was at. We was on the liquor. Okay, you were messy because you wanted to talk about that very cheap ass liquor that was on that table while Miss Mamas was talking about she living her dream and she making all this money and things. Girl, she didn't spend any of them coins on that
But,
event.
but
Okay,
I,
I
but
feel
I
like both
was,
of them took
I was not.
$20, put it together, and said, "I'm gonna throw a backyard picnic," because that's what it was.
But I was not thrilled with
Okay.
one girl talking about, she's living her best life because the last episode they were supposed to be going shopping and all they did was sit in somebody's display room. So I'm just saying. So I wasn't thrilled about that. But anyway,
Girl,
okay. Jay
girl, a
Wilson.
lot of these girls didn't have no fashion until they seen that I was in fashion. Get into it.
Oh,
Okay? None
okay.
of these girls is carrying around fans. None of these girls were wearing Quake sunglasses. You know what I'm saying? I came to LA with my shades on, and all the girls went and got them some shades. I came to LA popping my fan, and all the girls want to have a fan. You gonna see every one of the girls carry a fan at some point during the episode. But no, the official campaign did it first. And that's just from Rihanna.
All right. So Jay Wilson, your thoughts on the episode?
Well, first of all, I wrote a few things down. So the party was one. King, you was throwing a little shade, talking about a little event. We did get the message with this Dollar Tree, so we really heard that. I got a few things to ask. First of all, Maya Quangelo, baby. Okay, Maya Quangelo, baby. Them poems. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. But he was telling a lot of his truth, pissy couches and things, and yeah, I heard it. Interesting, and I think he's still a colorist, which is irking me because I think he's still.
He is, because he said in the first episode.
Yeah. Then Andre and them Shirley Caesar Stella Award shirts. I cannot. Okay. And you know what? He is over the top with always starting mess. For somebody who don't want to be messy, he seems like he lives for that. But baby, he was wearing that Shirley Caesar Hold My Mule sequin shirt. I was like, okay. Alicia and them being at the salon was cute. It was a little cute. And Miss Van Zap has something against you. I don't know what she got against you, but baby, she is coming for you. She likes D-Pain, but she was
She been
right
coming
about
for me
D-Pain.
since day one. I don't
I
know
don't know what
what the
it's talking
tea
about.
is. She
What is talking
actually
about?
hit me up recently and asked me for an interview. I don't know what the tea is. I don't know what the tea is. I think she tried to follow me a long time ago, and we was. I don't know, girl. It's funny how things come back around. I don't know what the tea is. And you know what? Shout out to you two, okay? And shout out to the Crown family, and shout out to all the friends and you guys and everybody that I met on YouTube. Because I feel like that Imani sought out to destroy the show. And if it wasn't for influencers and because I'm the only one influencer on the show, like myself, a content creator on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have been getting all the reviews that they've been getting because a
But
lot of the people that normally review the show stopped reviewing the show after Amani gave that terrible review. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
but
like
Well, how do you figure that she's trying to destroy the show if, in fact, doesn't the show, the Chasing Reality brand, greenlight her?
And go through editing and everything, right?
Yeah, don't they greenlight her reviews?
From my understanding, this is my understanding of what happened with that clip. It was submitted at the very last minute, so late to where they didn't have a choice but to run with. That's the information that I was
So
given.
is that going to
That's
be
the
every?
information that I'm running with. That's
But
what
So,
I
that
was
can't be the
told, and
excuse,
that's what
though.
so
it
is
is.
that so is that the thing for every review she gives? That
Okay,
it's always at the
for
end.
future
Like,
reviews.
yeah.
Because King Pain, she did come after you, but she
Well, but
also
I mean,
she came after D Pain
I
too.
love you, Dal, and we are cancer brothers. But that episode, you didn't really give much of nothing, but you said a lot. But it was like, okay, I got what she was saying. Like, I don't see a career, and what you didn't. But I mean, it wasn't your time, so I don't know if future episodes
You
you
know,
do what you
and
do.
you're absolutely right. And you know what? This is only season one. And I do so much. It's going to take a lot, more than this for you guys to get to know everything that I do. So just stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Keep watching and, keep supporting because the official King Pain never fails, okay?
Okay.
I never fail. I always hit. Okay, I always hit, honey. I'm not gonna let y'all down. Make sure that you guys are subscribed and make sure that you guys are
All right.
following. But let
And
me
you
let
have to
me give you
follow
guys
people.
just a
Now,
little bit of tea.
hold on, Jay Wilson. I want to make sure Rebel, says his piece, what he thought about the show.
Listen, I be in my life, King Pain, when you be cutting up, but I think that they do need to work on the sound quality because some of it is kind of off a little. But Andre, let me tell you, out of
It's
all the
definitely
people, I
better than
like him
other
the less.
seasons. It's definitely better than other seasons. The sound
Okay,
quality is definitely in comparison to Dallas. It's definitely better.
but I think Andre, I like him the least out of everyone because Andre is very draining. He drains me,
Oh
and
yeah.
he's very extra.
Girl, la. The thing about Andre. Girl, so a lot of people want to know where all the HBIC and the King stuff come from. You guys know that I'm the Fish King Pain, and I'd be like, off with your head and all this stuff. You guys seen when I drag and carry. So she came to the dinner, and I don't know, somebody told her about me. I don't know what she was giving, but she was calling herself the king, and she was like, I'm about to be off with your head. And you guys can see that in episode one. I was like, girl. So then she came back around and she did the Missy Elliott stuff. But then she, what wasn't shown on camera, she made it a point to try to sit at the head of the table when, wasn't even nobody supposed to be at the head of the table. She wanted to sit at the head of the table and all of this like weird stuff. Like, she just came with like, she running the show and like she was giving like a lot of you bitches and all of this stuff, like how she was doing at the dinner. And what was happening is that the other girls were sitting there and when she would be, you bitches this and you bitches that, they wouldn't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, I don't know who this pussy hole is. Okay? But the official King Pain is not the one. That's where that energy came from episode one, the first day. A lot of people think that I came in doing that. No, I was there. I was the one that curated the conversation. Nobody was talking.
But
Nobody
that
was.
other
The
guy got.
producers asked me to get the girls to talking, like liven it up. They was like, do something, like, 'cause they're not talking. They're very much so boring. You know what
But
I'm
King
saying?
Pain,
So
who was the other? That other guy got him together though. The guy that's kind of, he was like, oh, I'm not the one. What's his name?
Is it
The thicker
Jeremy?
guy.
Quan, the poet, yes,
Yeah,
he did
maybe
get them
he was
together.
getting her
And Quan
together.
is actually, yeah, Quan is cool. Quan is cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where all colorist stuff
Well, he did say the
came
first
from,
episode
and
y'all
whether
both
he's a
have
colorist or
partialities.
not, that don't do nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? That don't affect
I get
me
you. I get
none.
you.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
get
If
you.
that's his business. If he a
I
colorist, you know
get
what I'm
you.
saying?
I got
That's an
you.
opinion.
Hold on.
I got you, but we're looking at the show, and I didn't appreciate the comment that they both dark skinned.
Ugly.
That didn't fly with me, and I mean,
Oh no, well I didn't appreciate it either.
yeah. So I mean, that's it. And then I think some of the guys just give a whole lot, but I'm like, okay, that's good. I see it, but I understand everybody's chasing something, and sometimes people gotta fake it till they make it, I guess.
Okay. Well, and then and that's been the talk. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are trying to say that I'm faking for the cameras, or I'm acting, or I'm doing this for attention. Like, bro, no, this is me. You know what I'm saying? Like this is me. Like, I don't know how else to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? Come hang out with me. Come chill with me. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it lit. Let's go to the club. You gonna see? I don't. If the cameras don't have to be here, okay? I'm still gonna turn out, and that's just on period. And that's
All
just
right.
on
And
period.
and you
Period to
heard
the
it
period.
here
But
that it is what it is. What happened? You didn't say?
oh no, I was just saying that girl, I forgot. I'm not
Okay.
even gonna
So, you heard it here. And now we're going to our last segment for the night. Of course, this is Miracle Whip gone bad. All right, so here we go with the first thing on Cato of Miracle Whip gone bad. Check this out.
I'm waiting for your boss to call me. Fuck off and get in your car. You're a fucking little bitch. Give me my ticket and go fuck yourself, goofball fucking faggot. Fuck you. Fuck off, you bitch. You're a fucking clown.
He like pushed him. So just hit me. So in 5 fucking
He's got his gun on me now. The RCMP officer has his gun on me now. Listen to him. He's fucking hitting. He's hitting my fucking truck now. He's breaking my window. Holy fuck! Get a member here. Get a member here. Holy fuck! Help me! Help me! I won't.
Send somebody now, please. He's got a gun on my husband.
He's tripping balls.
Send
Hurry up.
someone now.
Help me! Help me! Help me! Holy fuck! Help me!
Sakes, what are you doing? Fuck! He didn't do anything. Fuck!
He's tripping balls. Anyway, so that was one of our segments of Miracle Whip Going Wild. What's your thoughts? And just keep it short because I got another one coming. I'll start with you, King Payne. What are your thoughts on just viewing that?
hand up, don't you?
Right. He still ain't shoot him. He broke his window and all that shit, but he
Get
still
them
shoot him.
hands up. Get them hands up.
That's all I'm saying. All right, Rebel, what's your thought?
Baby, his balls was snatched so quick. Wait, what was all the bravado at? Because all of a sudden, that white entitlement that you're accustomed to, now you didn't feel like you could be arrested, and now, oh, he didn't do anything. Oh my, no. If that was one of us, we would have been out.
He was tripping balls. That's what he was tripping.
Yeah, I mean, see, that's the whole thing of that entitlement that you feel that you have.
Yeah,
because one of us would have been dead.
Dead on site. Okay. How about you, Jay Wilson?
It made me angry because somebody died in Elizabeth City. So to see that, it pissed me off. And I'm not, and it's not even that because he had the balls. He cursed the man out. He pointed out. He said, "I'm talking to you." He cursed him out, then drove away, then did all of this stuff, and he didn't get shot. None of this. It pisses me off. So seeing that pissed me off because how many people who died who didn't even do half of that? That pissed me off.
Yeah,
pissed me off. Yeah.
King, your thoughts?
I said it, bro. Hands up, don't shoot. Keep them damn hands up and get your ass out the car like you supposed to. Okay, on period. Come fly. Come fly. You're resisting. You're resisting. That's how I feel. Get your ass out this damn car.
I thought you had an additional thought from your face. That's all. I thought you had an additional thought. That's all. So anyway, with Miracle Whip going wild, here's the second video.
Walking, are you going to be in jail?
I really. Oh my god.
Okay. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, heck! I got no video. Taser! Ah! She got tasered.
Now, what you didn't see before I asked you guys to respond to the rest of that, what you didn't see was that the white officer who also joined the scene was very upset at the black officer who happened to tase the white woman.
I heard him yelling.
Away.
I was wondering what happened after that. I was like, who was dead?
Yeah, I heard the white officer yelling in the background.
Yeah. You could hear it.
But when what she did, just you're fighting, resisting arrest. We can hold our hands up. We can say, please don't shoot, but we wind up dead. You ran off. You resisted arrest, ran off, and to get a taser, you should thank God that that's all that happened to you because again, you're a white woman, and a black officer gave you what the white officer should have been giving us because they would have had all the force, unnecessary force would have been put up on us.
Right.
She was able to run off, get tased, so she lives to see another day.
Right. Jay Wilson, your thoughts?
It's the same thing. I'm pissed off. And at least this black woman knew the difference between her taser and her gun. And so in order for that, and then the white officer gonna come and run, this is not funny. It triggers me. She showed her whole white behind. Resisted arrest, indecent exposure, all of this stuff. And then she still lived. And then people wonder why black people are angry.
That's it. And King, your thoughts?
Now she still live. Okay, now she still can breathe. Y'all want her to die for showing her bare ass? Y'all wrong. But okay, I do feel in this video that her I feel like her partner was in the wrong. Okay, for doing all of that as if she did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when you blue, you supposed to be blue. You know what I'm saying? But this goes to show you that it don't matter how blue you get. If your ass is black, they still see black. Okay? They still see black. He was there defending that white woman who showed her bare ass. Okay? He was trying to stop you from tasing the white woman on the ground. And you was a blue officer. Okay? You was a part of the blue family. Okay? It's supposed to be they supposed to be blued out. Okay?
But that's just it.
Clearly.
You're not that blue. You're not that blue. Regardless, your skin still matches.
You're black.
If you're black, you're black. Regardless if you got that blue on, you still black. Because how dare you tase this white woman?
Right.
For showing her bare flat pancakes. How dare you? Because she resisted arrest, because she surely did. Because once she showed her ass, the black officer said, all right, now I'm taking you in. And she resisted. She ran, did she not?
barefoot and all. Yeah.
Yeah. But she was still able to live until she hit that. But I mean, my joy came from her hitting that pavement like slap. It was like, oh damn. All right. Anybody else have any thoughts to share on this?
No, that's it for me.
All right. All right. So now that we come to the end of our show, thank you guys for hanging out with us. What's going on for the rest of the week for everybody? I would start with you, Jay Wilson. What's going on?
You know what? I am looking forward to a good weekend. I'm just chilling and relaxing, and just seeing what's going on these YouTube streets. That's it. Nothing much.
Cool. And you, Rebel, what's going on with you?
Much like Jay, I'm gonna chill this weekend, lay back. We've been having a lot of rain these past few days, so I need to do some stuff outside here. It's crazy. That's it. Just chilling, watching the hot mess that we call a YouTube street implode even more.
Right. And how about you, King? What's going on with you and your celebrity status? What's going on?
Okay.
Period. So this week we're still filming. I still got some filming to do. What else am I doing? Oh, I have some exclusive interviews on my channel this week. I'm gonna have Fly King Eye on my channel this week on Sunday. Make
He
sure you guys
another
check that out.
one.
And
He
as I
another
stated
one.
early in the show,
He another one. He another one. I don't like.
girl, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Tell me about it, girl. I'm gonna grill his ass on Sunday, okay? It's not gonna be an easy interview, okay?
Good.
Because I was there. Okay, if you guys want the real hot tea, the exclusive tea, y'all better come over to my channel and follow because I'll bring them up and I let them sit in the.
In the words
What
of
was that?
that used to be on the Atlanta Housewives, he doesn't give me fashions. He really don't. 'Cause he's so
Okay, on period. Oh, girl, fashion. Girl, I don't know what thrift store these girls all shop at, okay? The only girl that was on fashion, on trend in the show is the official King Kane. And I don't care what Ann Pussy Hoe gotta say. And that's just on period, okay? You guys should Google, okay, the cost of them coats before you start talking shit about the coats, okay? And that's just up here. Half of them coats cost more than your whole wardrobe. How about that? And that's just on period.
okay.
Girl, get into it. They want to talk about my crowns and things. Okay, on period. Girl, ain't no plastic over
Like
here.
does it be cold? Does it be cold?
Shit.
That you be wearing a lot of
Like
jackets.
you've been wearing a lot of bubble coats. Is it cold in LA? What's going on?
It is cold in LA, and you guys know what? I'm not from LA. I moved to LA from like the valley. Okay, so when I got here,
You're
I
like
was expecting
California.
it to be hot too. Okay, that's why I started buying coats. I was like, oh, girl, I need a coat. I need a coat. So I got me a coat. And this when I moved out here in October, we started filming. We started filming in October. It's the
Okay.
winter time. It's
Okay.
cold and tropical because I guess it just gets cold because it's coastal. It's by the beach. So, at nighttime, it be cold.
Okay.
It be cold. Look it up, girl. Like, no tea. Like, it be
Man,
cold. And,
keys to my G. Bro, you had to be happy, Jay.
okay, period.
Let me say
Please, plan. What did mine say?
You do bring the shade, King Kane, and I
What
don't
did
know
mine
why.
say?
Man, don't like
Hee ha, hee ha. She needs to stop. She swear, okay?
Oh, can I ask one more question?
I got Missy Elliott watching the show. Because of me, because of the official King Pay, Missy Elliott is watching the show, okay?
Oh, wow.
It's in the clouds, it's in the stars. Me and Missy Elliott supposed to work together one day, okay? And here I can be the next Jasmine Sullivan. Okay, and that's on period. I can Missy inbox me, girl. You already follow me, girl. I don't want to feel like no stalker in the inbox or person that they like, that's because of me, Missy Elliott follows. the Chasing Reality brand, okay, the producers included. And that's just on period.
Okay, real quick, King Lane, what's going
Because
on
I
with
was
Fran?
channeling Misty. I've been channeling Misty. They said they wanted Missy
You got
Elliott.
to
I'm
King
giving them
Lane,
Missy Elliott
King Lane on.
You
all
got a question.
season long.
You got a
King
question. Go ahead, Jay.
What's going on with Fran? Because he doesn't want to be called he or she. He's non-binary. What's happening with that?
I don't care, but friend, the butt he paid for looks nice.
No, that looks like a turkey booty. Like Howard the Duck, kind of.
I mean, I really don't have much to say about Fran. I feel like Fran just chose the wrong side early on in the game. When we first met, she already had her head so far up Andre's ass that she didn't take the time to make friends with anyone else. If you'll notice at some point that Andre is her only like friend on the show because she chose to only be friends with Andre sort of when she got on the show. And I think it's sort of like a clout thing because allegedly Andre has 12,000 subscribers on Instagram or something like that.
I don't see it.
But can't get 100 likes on the photo.
I don't see it.
But yeah. So she decided to be her friend or whatever. And friend when she got on the show had like 300 subscribers. So I think she did it because I guess she felt like Andre could help her in a sense. And if you guys go check out the interview that I did with her on my channel, I asked her, I said, what has your friendship with Andre gotten you? Because if you notice during the show, okay, Andre is a stylist, a fashion stylist. Fran is a model. On the show, Andre did a photo shoot. You know what I'm saying? She didn't include her friend Fran in that photo shoot. She didn't put her on. Also, Andre gave Ian the clothes for his photo shoot with his model and his friend. They didn't include Fran in that either. You know what I'm saying? They haven't helped Fran do nothing. But Fran been out here windmilling for these raggedy girls. So I'm just like, what has that friendship done for you? What you should have did was get on the show and be genuine and try to get to know everybody for yourself. That's what I did. Contrary to whatever it looks like on camera, I reached out to everyone and I formulated my friendship with every single person on the cast. Well, at least I tried to. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know. It is what it is. You guys are gonna see, or you guys may not see, but you know, I'm not into like going with narratives or like a lot of people are trying to rehash stuff at the reunion, girl. I'm not going back 6 months. If I'm cool with you today, I'm gonna be cool with you at that reunion, girl. You go up there, you make it up if you want to, okay? Because you gonna get the official king tank today, not the one from 6 months ago, okay?
Okay.
And that's just a period.
Right. How about you, Jay Wilson? What are you doing this week? What you got going on?
He said he was chilling.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I gotta cut this grass because the rain has been causing the grass to grow. So I'm going to do that.
I know I need my lawn mowed.
I heard.
Oh my. The time and the place. You was just talking about the time and the place, girl. The time and the place.
Right.
Yeah.
Time and the place. Right.
Good thing I'm celibate.
What you celibate? Where you sell it at?
You mean celebrates?
I am celibate. 26 days now.
Well, then you just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. No one has to know.
He said celibate. He didn't say celibate. He said celibate.
I'm giving myself to the Lord. But
you did say.
He don't care if it's.
Did you not say you was close?
A Lord of a manor.
Did you not say you was close to the downtown Houston now? Is that where you celibate?
Aren't you next to a park?
That they celibate?
It's not Piedmont Park, Jay. This is a family
What is
oriented.
Piedmont Park? I don't know. I live in Texas and San Antonio. I don't know.
Right, but you traveled the world, right?
Right.
Right. You were a flight attendant.
He know what a Delta Hub is.
I don't know about that part.
Lying.
I know about the part where the Centennial part where they had the Olympics.
Do they do Olympics? Do they do Olympics now? That's what it is.
You know they had the Olympics in Atlanta at one
Yeah, but I'm saying
Okay.
that's what they used to
It's
call
in
it back
Atlanta,
in the
yes.
Olympics.
That's what they call it. What it is. It's called Centennial Park.
No, but that's what they used to call it back in the day as the Olympics.
No, that's what it's called. It's called
That part.
Centennial Park.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't know the name, Rebel, until you said it. I'm
Right.
talking about the other one. So obviously you must have been there.
Oh.
No.
Okay, whatever.
Right.
All right.
But anyway, fellas, we have come to an hour and a half almost of the show. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Definitely appreciate it. As always, because it is always great to hang out with the gentlemen from the Gentlemen's Panel. And who do we have coming up next week?
It will be my turn to host.
All right.
Yes.
It looks like it'll be Rebel's turn to host. And hopefully, if the superstar is not busy, he'll pop on again. But we know how busy you are.
If he's not here, he'll be here in spirit.
Right. Because if you're not here, definitely you'll be here in spirit.
Okay, on period.
Because we would definitely pop up an episode or a clip of the show with you in it.
I enjoyed it. It's been good. It's getting better and better.
Yeah, it definitely has been getting better and better. I'll give you that. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that Van Zandt has it out for you, but I do. She sees something in you, but she's just trying to hopefully get it out there.
Maybe she's trying to help me fix my shit. Maybe she's trying to help me be stronger.
Yeah,
better. Maybe she sees the most potential. Maybe she sees the most potential in me because she's been talking about me since day one. Okay, she ain't called nobody else's name from the show. But she keep saying.
She did call D-Pain makeup out because he did look like Milli Vanilli. He did. She did. She said. She looked like he looked like a little Milli Vanilli or something like that. But that casket ready makeup. That's what she said. She talked about casket ready makeup.
He didn't look like Queen Elizabeth.
Bro, I was given a little early on in the season, but bro, I don't have to do all those things, bro. My skin is
But you know what, the
cool,
artist keeps trying to explore and everything, but he's not giving a whole lot like Andre. And I'm with Rebel. And then them Stella Awards, Shirley Caesar shirt. Every time I look at them sequins, I want to say, "Oh, my mule," because he's giving me that.
But I'm like, who's wearing that though?
Girl, he got that in the Santee Alley, that cheap ass shit.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, who's wearing sequin shirts like that? Like, unless you really have an event or a birthday party to go to where you want to be the center of attention, who is wearing
And then you got berets with Sachi, not Versace, but Sachi. I'm like,
maybe he didn't pick Brandon out of his photo shoots because the booty wouldn't fit in cheap ass jeans. Okay. Maybe that was the jeans wouldn't fit around the booty from the booty factory. She got that booty from the booty factory, right?
Whoa,
what is the booty factory? I'm like, bro. Yeah, she got that booty from the from the booty factory.
I mean, the booty factory in the
something called the booty factory.
But the booty factory.
Oh my God!
It looks nice.
Booty factory.
In clothes, it looks nice.
I'm telling you, think she cute.
No, I don't know.
I'll say it gives me Howard the Duck.
Oh,
yeah. King Payne done clicked off. Lord Jesus.
That was Korean.
Okay. Well.
Fred said, "You ain't gonna be talking about my ass. I paid for bloop."
Okay.
What's up, Auntie Donna?
Anyway, hey, Auntie Donna. My auntie of YouTube in my head. Yeah. So.
You got a whole family on here. You got a few wives, aunties, some children.
I got sister wives. They
a little brother.
First of all, they always come to the king on his night when he is in the building and doing the Gentlemen's Panel, which I appreciate. So definitely shout out to my queens, Tanari and Just Jess. Of course, last is always the best because that's the wifey for real. But
she'll cut a bitch quick.
Excuse me?
And she'll cut somebody quick.
Yeah, she tries. But but thank you all, Brother Nate. Thank you so much for definitely holding it down as you always do. And thank you, everybody, for popping in and joining the Gentleman's Panel once again for another interesting Thursday. Rebel Son, of course, Old Passer himself, Jay Wilson, and of course,
Dr. Pastor.
Oh, Dr. Pastor, excuse me, Dr. Pastor Wilson. And of course, the official King Payne, lit, where it always is, period. But until next time, you beautiful brown people, stay moisturized as we always do here on this side of YouTube. And, keep your damn mask on until we don't have to. And if you choose to, get your shot, do that. I've done it. My second shot, I had it on Tuesday. And so far, so good. We're good. So, yeah. And until next time, America, that's it. That's all I got. Peace.